Hi everybody, my name is Molly Kramer-Ebling. I'm a national educator for John Paul Mitchell Systems, and today I'm going to share with you a new collection that Robert Crimmings, our global artistic and business partner and coach, has shared with us. Is a new class called Art for Sake. This is the Fifi, and we've already pre-lightened Fifi's hair. We did a touch-up, just touching up on the new growth of the hair. She's clean and pretty short around the sides, so we kind of just like touch base on that. We're also going to do not only a haircut, but we're also going to do a color technique as well. So let's get started on the cut. I have a low part. I'm going to start on the right side, and when I look, I have the opposite side from the high point of the head to where the ear connects, braided on the side of the heavy side, and then a diagonal parting going back on that heavy side. The end result of our Fifi haircut is going to look very similar to this, depending on what you've already had or have in your hair. If there's layers or whatever, it works pretty well no matter what in executing it. So let's begin the execution. We're going to start on the light side. We're going to take the hair that I have clipped away, which is pretty much this side panel, and I'm going to comb the hair straight down and twist it. But I'm first going to leave out a piece of hair just for my guide. And I'm going to twist this back and away. And I'm going to cut with even tension. Actually, let me comb that again. Twist away, cut with even tension. My fingers are going to be pointed on a slant, so it's a diagonal forward. And I'm going to cut and execute. Release, and then I'm going to continue working down the back panel, short to long, as I'm working. Go this way. Let's just connect that a little bit better. So it's going short to long as I work in the back, and I'm going to keep some asymmetry, so it will be shorter and it will get longer to the opposite side. And I'm going to actually just keep that as my guide. Work right back in here just to shorten that up a tad bit more. And then I'm going to go on my heavy side. Release my heavy side. Do the same thing on that opposite side. I am going to leave that fringe out just for guide and a piece just for same thing. I'm going to keep this a little bit longer. Even tension, short to long, looking where my action is at. So I'm going to cut and release. Clean that up. And then release a section from the back panel. So you'll create a triangular shaped section in the back because you really can't handle this much hair in that section. And I'm going to then draw this heavy side over, join it together. I'm going to keep that side on the opposite side, on the lighter side, just so I can see that I have that length. And still cut following that line to the shape of where your design line was. Okay. Now we're going to release that back panel. I think we're going to take a little bit more of an angle right at the ear. Yeah, there you go. And then we're going to kind of connect the dots, working shorter to longer, finding that line or that point of that asymmetry, working primarily right with the shape of the head. I'm not elevating. And I just met my opposite side. So then we're going to get to the next section, and what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of come underneath, comb it underneath, tap, 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 pull it down, and we're going to point cut around the perimeter to soften it up as we go, and continue just connecting the dots, point, point, point. And once we have that established, we're going to take that last section, do the same thing, kind of separate it in two. Working on the lighter side, going to the heavier side. Take it in, get control. Once you have that control, point, 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 as you go. So there'll be a little bit of elevation and movement, more so texture at the base of it, which is great because it's going to be very mobile with working. When the dimension of the color comes into play, it's going to really play a completely different design line from where it's at right now. So I'm just point cutting in. Working to the heavy side again. Now here I got a lot of room to cover. So I just want to make sure I'm on target here with where I'm parallel. Taking my scissor, tap, 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 combing it down, following the line. Do the dry finish and the dry work. I might, not certain. Make sure that I have asymmetry going on right in this corner yet, just to tighten that up a tad bit. She's a little heavy and weighty right there. Point cut, just using the thumb, working with your shear. Connecting the dots on the side. And then we're going to work into the fringe. I'm standing on the light side, and I'm going to comb the fringe to the opposite side. Kind of like what we did on both side panels. Do a twist. Even tension. And release. So now what I'm going to do, here's the wet relationship with the cut. I'm going to dry it, and I'm going to use some Forever Blonde Dramatic Repair. She is blonde, of course, and she's a little on the fragile side, so we'd like to just give that hair a little bit of love and come through evenly. I'm going to turn the computer off, the camera off, to dry this hair. I'm going to show you, before though I turn it off, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to follow through to dry it. I'm going to do dry and just finish to look. So okay, so let me bring this back. So as let me just reiterate what I did to dry Fifi's hair. I did a flat wrap technique using my Neuro Grip, and I just kind of worked around the head shape, kept it kind of flat, made it smooth. We did apply Forever Blonde Dramatic Repair because her hair does need to have a little bit more moisture through the blow dry, and it won't look so dry and fragile. We're then going to go through and with a little bit of hot off the press and some Awapui Shine Spray, we're going to take Fifi to the next level in terms of smoothing her hair out before we have the dry relationship with the haircut. So I'm going to start on the light side, kind of like doing the same thing that we did for the haircut, and just finishing it off and getting it ready for our color technique, which is to follow. Just smoothing it out, making it polished, looking for any ends that we need to cut and clean. Following through with our comb. One thing about the Neuro Smooth or the Neuro Style, it gives an excellent polish to the hair, and it finishes that hair in conjunction or in relationship with the styling tools that we use. And it just gives such a polish and finish and an incredible amount of shine. So as I work around Fifi's hair, looking for balance, looking for that asymmetry. Looking to see if I need to clean up that area or an area that is not clean enough for my liking personally for that shape. Look around and kind of just a little bit more lightness and more airiness and go through the top. So we will take a horizontal section. Now wait, let me lower her just a tad. And okay, perfect. And then we're going to do a 360. So we're going to turn this hair around in a complete circle to create our concave layer. Like so, and voila, the light side twist, symmetry in the back, belong to Fifi of Art for Sake, and I'll be in the process of mixing some color, and then we'll talk about the color application when I come back. Thanks.